Hi guys, it's nice to see you again. So I'm back with a new video today. It's going to be a review of a new Rihanna's line. It's called Fenty Beauty. I'm sure you heard about it because everyone and their mama talking about it right now. So I was debating about buying some stuff from this line right now or just wait when everybody calm down about it. And I decided, since I got quite a few requests from you guys, so I decided to head to my local Sephora and pick up few things. So today I'm going to be reviewing all of them. I didn't pick up quite a few items. Some of them were sold out. Some of them I just didn't feel like I need them. So I picked up the primer, picked up the foundation, 3 matchsticks, both of the large brushes that she had, lip gloss, and the last thing is Kilowatt highlighter. I also tried to get a trophy wife, but I was not able to get it because both Sephora's that's close to my house, it was sold out because that's the item that everybody requests. I didn't really think that it's going to work on my skin tone just because I'm pretty pale girl, but I was interested in getting it to try it as the eyeshadow, and also the Halloween. Halloween is coming up, so for one of my Halloween looks I was going to use a lot of gold and glitter, so I thought that I might put it in a good use then, but I was not able to get it. Maybe I'll try to get it later. I know in October Fenty Beauty is coming out with some like gift sets, with some like holiday collections. I know it's like an eyeshadow palette and few lipsticks and a lot of things. So maybe I'll get my trophy wife then. So if you would like to see how I play with my new Fenty Beauty makeup items and you would like to hear my opinion about them, then please keep on watching. So first of all, I'm going to apply her primer. This primer came in only one shade. It's like a white nude-ish shade, and it's supposed to fit everyone because it's mainly translucent on the skin. I'm just going to apply it all over my face. It's it feels very moisturizing, and I feel like it really fills up your pores and blurs them out because I have a larger pores right here. It feels a little bit silicone-y, but not too silicone-y, not like Smashbox primers or anything. During summertime, I told you I do not like using a lot of primers because I like my skin to breathe and I want to eliminate extra steps that I don't really need. But for fall and for winter time, I prefer more full coverage foundations, heavier primers. I just glam it all up. And then I picked up the foundation in shade 260. I tried quite a few foundations there, but I noticed that once they dry, they get much darker. So I think the 260 is supposed to be more on the tan side for me, so let's check it out. And I also picked up her foundation brush, and I heard about this foundation that a little bit goes a long way. So and I know that it's supposed to set. It's like a cream to powder foundation. So I'm going to apply just, I'm not going to dab it all over my face. I'm just going to apply it on my forehead first and blend it out. Make sure that it looks nice and flawless, and then I'm going to move to the different parts of my face. But so far, coverage is medium to full, I would say. It's definitely not full. It's not like a Kat Von D lock-in foundation by any means, but it definitely has some coverage to it. So now let's cover my rosy cheeks. It's pretty warm here, so my cheeks are really warm. So my cheeks are really rosy right now. Let's fix that. And I'm going to look pretty pale for a minute, but then foundation sets, and once it dries, it oxidizes immediately, so you will see a big difference. I definitely like this brush, I must say that. I was a little bit hesitant just because usually the brands come out with different brushes for their foundations, and I mean, I try them just out of curiosity, but I always keep coming back to my Morphe brushes just because those are brushes that I use and love and I feel most comfortable using. but this foundation feels like it has a little bit of a silicone feel to it. I really don't mind it because usually this kind of foundations fills my pores out the most and makes my skin looks the most perfect. So I also picked out this free match sticks. I forgot to tell you the prices. So the primer retails for $32, I believe. Foundation retails for $38, and this sticks, if you buy them individually, they retail for $25, or if you pick up like a pre-packed trios, then they retail for like $54. And they also have a variety of sets, which is 100 is for lighter skins, and 200 for medium, 300 for tan, and 400 I believe is for dark skin. So I picked up the medium, and it came with 3 shades, like I said, bamboo, mocha, and tripping. So I'm going to use the bamboo shade to highlight my face, and this is the amount of product that you get. It's much more. Everybody keep comparing it with the Kim K W Beauty, but the amount of product that you get here is nowhere near pretty much of the KKW Beauty, because in KKW Beauty you get a little bitty stick, and look at this goodness. So I'm going to start highlighting my face. It says that it conceals also, but I do not really think that it's a best for concealer, just because I already feel like it's pretty thick, and I do not think that it covers the dark circles or anything like that the most. But anyway, so I'm just going to highlight my face. I do not expect it to conceal, like I said. I'm going to put a little bit on my jaw right here. And also the cool thing about them that they are magnetic. I'm sure you already saw it too. They're so pretty. Just like so. So to blend out, I'm going to use the same foundation brush. Just going to blend it into my skin. We can use Beauty Blender. I feel like Beauty Blender would probably work as well, but I do not want to lose the coverage. So I'm just using the same brush. Like I said, this brush is pretty cool, especially since I usually do not have high expectations of the brushes that recommended for, you know, a specific foundation. I still look kind of ghostly. I don't know. Maybe I need to get like a darker shade or something. But let's bring some color back to my skin. Now I'm going to use the shade Mocha. I'm going to contour my face with it. And they had a really cool tone contour shade that I tried. I know like a lot of pale girls like really cool tone contour. I personally don't, because they look pretty dirty on my skin tone. So I usually prefer something on the warmer side, which Mocha definitely is on the warmer side, but not too warm. And now using the same foundation brush, I'm going to blend that out. This upwards motion. I'm definitely adding some dimension to my face, because I look kind of flat after this foundation. And I heard also a lot of people complain how thick these sticks are and drying. I don't mind it. I think it really, especially if you use it with this foundation, I think it feels pretty good on skin. It's not too heavy. Like KKW Beauty, I like the quality just because it works with pretty much any foundation, but it's much more slippery than this. This is, you can feel like it's definitely turning into powder, and it's definitely not as slippery. But I don't have any hard times blending it out, especially with this brush. I know this brand also came out with a bunch of, not a bunch, but I think 2 or 3, like a portable mini brushes. I do not see myself using them ever, just because I don't like this twist off brushes situation. So, but let me know if you have, if you try them, if you like them. So now with my damn beauty blender, I'm going to go over this harsh contour lines. Gonna beat that face. Well, this contour shade Mocha definitely brought color back to my skin. I really like how it matched. It's not too cool, it's not too warm, and I think it was very easy to apply and blend out. So I'm not mad at it. So to set my foundation, I'm going to use my translucent Laura Mercier powder. I didn't get a Fenty Beauty little translucent powder compact, just because personally on the go I do not like to blot my face, or I do not like to use the translucent powders, just because sometimes when I eat or talk, it takes a little bit of foundation off. So I like to have my foundation powder with me to touch it up throughout the day. I'm going to apply this powder with my Morphe E2 brush. Just to set it. Just because I always set it, I never go out without setting my foundation. As a part of this trio of Match Stix trio, it was this shade Trippin'. And I think it's too light to use as my blush, so this is like a creamy highlight shade. I'm not a big fan of the cream highlighters. I'm gonna try to use it on one side, blend out with Beauty Blender. And I also picked up this Kilowatt highlighter duo. It's Mean Money and Hustle Baby, and I think it was the perfect match for my skin tone. And this Hustle Baby is definitely has some gold undertone. Look, that's how bright it is. And the second one, Mean Money, is not as bright. It's definitely more everyday type of highlight. And I picked up this brush. I thought that that's a very unique shape, so I want to see how that works. I'm going to apply this Mean Money first, right here. Well, definitely brighten up that first highlight that I applied. Yeah. And for the second cheek, I'm going to use Hustle Baby. It's much more gold, much more bright. I'm just going in. Okay, well, this is definitely more of the blinding highlight. So Hustle Baby is definitely much more blinding. And on this cheek, it's much more settled. It's the Mean Money together with the cream highlighter Trippin'. So I'm just going to balance it out and put Hustle Baby everywhere. And I kind of like this brush because I usually struggle with the fan brushes because it doesn't apply highlight as bright as I want it to be. So this is like one stripe and you're done. For my eyes today, I'm gonna try to use this Mocha shade. I'm going to use it as the eyeshadow, and in the center of my lid I'm going to put a little bit of this Trippin' shade. Using the outer corners. And since it's cream to powder, I feel like it shouldn't really move around as much, because if it was just a regular cream contour, I wouldn't be putting this in my eyes, just because I wouldn't want it to crease or anything like that. But yeah, it kind of adds some definition. I'm going to put it under my eyes as well. It probably would be smarter to use a brush, but I'm just feeling brave today. So in the center of my lid, I'm going to put this Trippin' shade. and highlight my brow bone with it. I saw that Rihanna used like those unicorn purple shades that I would really never get as my highlighter, but she uses them as the eyeshadows, so I thought that's kind of a cool idea. Makeup is very like universal and versatile, so one person can use this for that, and you can use it for totally something different. But yeah, it looks very fresh. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows on camera, finish up my eyes a little bit, and I'm going to be back. Alright guys, so I added a little bit of powdered blush on my cheeks. I did a little bit of my eyes and my eyebrows, and now the only thing that is not done is my lips. So I'm going to put this matchstick in the shade Trippin'. I'm going to put it on my lips. And now I'm going over with this gloss bomb. It's the only lip gloss that they came out with. It's like a glossy topper. It gives your lips a little bit of color, but not too much. It doesn't cover the lipsticks underneath. Alright guys, and this is it for final look. Now I'm going to give you my final review and touch bases on each of these products. So as far as the foundation goes and the primer, I feel like they have a pretty silicone feel to them. So I don't know if you guys like it or not. I personally do not mind it. I like the coverage, that it's not a completely like a mask like Kat Von D lock-in foundation, for example, but it definitely covers all the imperfections, and primer definitely fills in your pores. So thumbs up for this. And as far as the Matchsticks Trio, I'm glad that I picked up Trio just because the price wise it really makes sense. $54 for all three of them, or $25 for each. And I really didn't think I'm going to use a lot of that shade Trippin', which is like a cream like highlighter, but I really think that it's pretty versatile, and all of them you can use as your eyeshadows, like a cream to powder eyeshadows. You can use them to highlight or contour your face, and you can definitely, the shimmer shade definitely you can use on your lips. So thumbs up for that as well. I really like all three of them, and I really like the shade Mocha. I think it worked perfectly for my skin. And I usually set cream contour with the powder contour to make it even more dramatic. But I feel like this is dramatic enough, and I really don't think that I need to set it with any contour powders. I absolutely in love with this, I keep forgetting the name, this Kilowatt highlighter. I'm obsessed with this. And especially this shade right here. That's called Hustle Baby. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. It has some peachy and gold undertone to it. It's perfect. If you like gold, go for this. Go for Hustle Baby. I'm definitely approving both of these brushes just because the highlight brush, there's nothing on the market like it. Sometimes I feel like I have every single brush available out there, but there's nothing like this shape. And I really think if you like this dramatic bright highlight right in your face, then this brush will get job done with no problem. And this foundation brush also worked out really good. And I also really enjoyed using this glitter balm. I really think that it's very versatile for all the skin tones, for all the complexions. So I feel like I got a good feel of this brand, Fenty Beauty. And overall, I really like pretty much all of the items that I used. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more reviews on my channel and more makeup tutorials, because this is kind of both, like a try on review. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. I really appreciate that, and it means the world to me. And thank you so much for tuning in today, and until the next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye!